Lisa from Highlands Community Charter and Technical School. Today we are going to discuss the modal verb had to. But before we go to the details, let's look at the picture here and the conversation between a mother and a son. So the mother is asking her son, "Why were you so upset yesterday?" And the son is answering, "I had to solve so many problems." "What kind of problems?" "Oh, it's just math problems." Again, we have another funny illustration, and the words that are highlighted here, had to solve, indicate the usage of the modal verb had to. And let's move to our lesson and talk more about this modal verb. The modal verb had to talks about some sort of necessity in the past. Here we have a conversation between two students. So a girl is asking a boy, "Why didn't you call me yesterday evening?" And the boy replies, "I had to study for today's test." So he uses the form had to study. In other words, it was necessary for him to study for a test. Let's check the formation of the affirmative form. We start with the subject, we use the modal verb had to, and we use a regular verb. I had to go. You had to go. We had to go. They had to go. He had to go. She had to go. It had to go. The previous week was such a difficult one for me. I had to wake up at 5 a.m. every day. I had to show my passport when I was flying from France to Spain. Had to show, had to wake up. When it comes to negative form, there's going to be a change in the modal verb. So in order to express this negative form in the past, we use did not or didn't, and the modal verb have to. I did not have to go. You did not have to go. We did not have to go. They did not have to go. He did not have to go. She did not have to go. It did not have to go. Stacy didn't have to bring any food since there was a lot already. Did not have to bring. In other words, it wasn't necessary for her to bring any food. My down payment for the house was 20%, so I didn't have to pay for the mortgage insurance. Didn't have to pay. And in order to form a question, you start with the auxiliary verb did, then you use a subject and a modal verb have to plus a verb. You have a positive answer and you could have a negative answer, and those answers are formed in a very short form. Did I have to go? Yes, I did. No, I didn't. Did you have to go? Yes, you did. No, you didn't. Did we have to go? Yes, we did. No, we didn't. Did they have to go? Yes, they did. No, they didn't. Did he have to go? Yes, he did. No, he didn't. Did she have to go? Yes, she did. No, she didn't. Did it have to go? Yes, it did. No, it didn't. Did you have to wait very long for an answer? Yes, I did. I had to wait for more than 2 hours. Did you have to help your kids with homework last year? No, I didn't. They were able to complete their assignments without extra help. And finally, we have a short story. So let's read it all together and try to find the modal verb had to used in this story. Last year, I spent my summer holidays with my grandparents in the village. It was a very unusual experience for me. From Monday to Friday, I had to follow a daily routine. I had to get up at 6 a.m. and help my grandfather feed the cattle. My breakfast was at 7:30 a.m. After that, I had to take care of the ducks, turkeys, and hens. In the afternoon, I had to work with my grandmother in the garden. I didn't have to do any chores in the evening, so after 6 p.m., I could play with my friends. Even though I had to stick to a strict schedule, I still had an amazing summer. In this story, you would find a lot of example of the modal verb had to use in the affirmative form: had to follow, had to get up, had to take care, had to work, had to stick. And there is just one example when it is used in the negative form: didn't have to do. So this is the end of our lesson today, my dear friends. Thank you so much again for being with us. Please don't forget to hit the thumb button. Make sure you share this video with your friends, subscribe to our channel, and look for more videos from Highlands Community Chore and Technical Schools.